Since I was 16 years old, I've had a friend named Rob. Rob and I were extremely close. We even dated for a while. I even video and voice chatted him last week on Monday. Rob Rob is extremely good looking. He got all the girls. He was kind, a musician. We both moved to US together. We dated last year for 6 months. Rob's a good person and was loved by everyone we knew, and we had a lot of mutual friends. It all started on Monday of this week. I woke up 8 a.m. Rob normally texts me first, but that day I realized he didn't. I didn't automatically panic because I may have had a late night gig and slept in. I texted him good morning and got ready for the day. It was around noon when I got worried, because Rob's always up by this time and he doesn't like sleeping in. I checked my phone and I realized I got no texts from him. So I tried to call. We talk constantly, so there should be no reason why he's not texting. When I called, it said, "I'm sorry, but this number has been disconnected or is no longer in service." I freaked the fuck out. Rob's had the same number since he was 16. So I think maybe he forgot to pay his bill. I got in my car, I drove by his house, just 10 minutes down the road. His blue house was still there. Looked exactly the same. So I was relieved and went to knock on the door. A young couple answered. Now, Rob lives alone, so I thought maybe they were company. I asked them if Rob was home. They looked at each other puzzled and said they've been living here for years and they don't know a Rob. I left and got into my car shaking. I checked my GPS and got the address right, and our towns look the same. Rob's house is here, just not Rob. Then I decided to go by the place he usually sings at and ask if he played last night. They spoke that no band played or any Rob. So I got freaked and went to find a picture of Rob to try and jog the memory. To my surprise, all of my pictures of Rob disappeared. But his number and his texts were, oddly enough, still in my phone. He's even still listed in my contacts. So I started shaking and I went home. I called his mother, who I was very close to. She recognized me as living in town, but she said she never had a son, only a daughter. Rob is an only child. She said she knew me but doesn't remember me being close to her family. So I started going through my scrapbooks, where I had 10 pictures of Rob and I. All gone. Only pictures of me. I started to cry. I started to think I was going crazy. So I called my family to try and see if anyone remembered him. They all loved Rob. And no one knows who he is or has forgotten him. I've tried checking social media and I typed in his username and it no longer shows up or doesn't exist anymore. I checked obituaries, nothing. It's like he just vanished. So, since Monday of this week, my best friend no longer exists. No one remembers him, no pictures I had exist anymore. and none of his music on YouTube shows up anymore. In fact, all social media of him has been erased. I don't know what to do.